Hello everypony, Prince Alagorn of Aquilonia here, and today I will be talking about the character of Stellar Eclipse. For those that don't know, Stellar was a wheelchair-bound pony in Tradia. The story of this character has been a rather interesting one that's taken numerous twists and turns, and he's faced a bit of criticism. I wish to address the criticism today. It seems the majority of people either didn't even notice him or were happy to see him, but not every pony has had the same reactions. Let's address the wider, but I think ultimately less important scandal. When the character debuted, it was revealed that he's the OC of the voice actor, Sylvain Portelens. Sylvain is a 17-year-old young man, or he was 17 at the time of the voice recording, with muscular spinal atrophy type 3. So soon after, letters to various blogs started circulating purporting to be from his mother, asking people to keep in mind his age and to not make Rule 34 Art of him. Of course, the anti-bronies exploded with claims that it has already happened. Yeah, no. Someone had indeed made 2 pieces of R34 art with the character, but at the time apparently didn't know the character is based off a real person, and they have since apologized and taken the work down. But the anti-bronies took this one incident, and only one that I'm aware of, and decided to pretend that there was an epidemic going on. Luckily, this blew over quickly. They were roundly called out on their bullcrap, and then the mother came back, this time confirmed to be her, and said when she made the original request she hadn't consulted Sylvain about it at all. He's actually okay with R34 art of the character because he's an artist himself. Sylvain himself even publicly okayed things. The links to both statements will be in the description. Now, what I will say on the issue myself is that if I were you, I would proceed with caution. Just keep this in mind. If you wouldn't be comfortable putting Megan OCs or the almighty Fausticorn in the position you want to do, don't do it with Sylvain's character. Now, what I really want to address is the bigger elephant in the room. Sylvain's representation as a disabled person through the character of Stellar Eclipse. I personally have not met these people, but I've heard of some people that are saying that Stellar even being there is somehow an affront to disabled people. Basically, they're doing the same thing Derpy haters did. Only Derpy's disabled status has always been kind of nebulous, whereas Stellar's is pretty spelled out. I personally have to disagree. I think they handled him perfectly, simply because they didn't draw attention to it. If it weren't for how ornate the wheelchair is, you might not have even noticed. I think this is correct. It's smart storytelling. He wasn't the focus of the episode like Scootaloo was in Flight to the Finish, so there was no reason to draw attention to his disability. On top of that, I think it reflects well on equestrian society. By not drawing attention to his disability, the writers may have inadvertently added more support to the egalitarian nature of Equestria. It makes Equestria a society where disability isn't a hindrance to normality. To equestrians, disability is just a thing that happens. It doesn't define someone's character. If you're still able to do the best you can, and hence be as productive as possible, then it's okay. No one looks down at you for it. It's a non-issue. To wrap up, I think Stellar Eclipse is a great one-off, and all the controversy surrounding him seems a little silly to me. If anything, his experience is an eye-opening one to just how great Equestria really is, and showcases just how far we still have to go to match it. And before we complain about R34, let's keep 2 things in mind. Number 1, R34 itself. Quote, if it exists, there is porn for it. End quote. This may not be a comfortable fact, but the rule never lies. So if you think R34 a Stellar is bad, just remember that somewhere out there is porn of a dog fucking a toaster crammed up a cow's vag. And number 2, that said, let's use a little discretion when it comes to making porn of characters that are real people's OCs. When in doubt, ask. If you can't ask, don't do it. And if you're going to ask me, I would be absolutely flattered if you do R34 of me. So you have my full permission. In fact, I kind of want to see it. Anyway, until next time, bye. Hello.